My girlfriend snapped, "You don't get to have an opinion about what I do because we're not married." I had reserved a table at the restaurant she'd wanted for weeks, eager for just one weekend together, but she left it all behind for a trip with her friends. When she came back, my girlfriend said I had no say in our relationship because we weren't married, so I showed her what not married really means. Madison and I had been together 2.5 years. 8 months ago, she moved into my apartment, the one I own, pay the mortgage on, and cover all utilities for. She tossed in maybe $300 for groceries, which didn't cover what she ate. Worse were her friends Amber, Kylie, and Sloan. I called them the Sparrows, always chirping, always flocking. They treated my place like a clubhouse 4 or 5 nights a week, leaving messes, eating my food, and acting annoyed when I wanted to sit in my own living room. Madison took over everything. My home gym became her vision board corner. The TV I bought became their wine night screen. I rearranged my schedule to fit her social calendar while my space shrank to a single cushion on the couch. The break came when she announced a beach trip with the Sparrows, the same weekend we'd planned a real date, brewery, baseball game, and the Italian place she'd begged to try. I said I wished she'd told me sooner. She rolled her eyes and called me clingy. Then the line that snapped everything in place. "You don't get to have opinions about what I do because we're not married." She left the next morning, posting about being finally free. I stood on the balcony, trying to swallow it, when my neighbor Mr. Callahan, a widower with more sense than the internet, said, "Sometimes people tell you exactly where you stand. Believe them." So I did. With his help, I boxed up everything. Skincare colonizing my bathroom, clothes stuffed in every closet, throw pillows that multiplied, the vision board that swallowed my squat rack. With each taped box, the floor plan of my life came back. We found sticky notes everywhere. "Don't forget wine for the girls. Amber staying over Tuesday orders disguised as reminders." "She's been running the place while telling you don't get a say," Mr. Callahan said. "Cake, meat eater." I ordered new plates for the gym, turned the couch to face my TV, cleared the dining table of everyone's clutter. For dessert, I renamed the Wi-Fi. "Not your house, not your rules." Password, "By Madison." Petty? Yes. Satisfying? Completely. She came home Sunday, mid-story, then stopped. Boxes, repositioned furniture, the quiet of a house not waiting on her friends. I muted hockey. "Trip good?" I asked. She stared. "Ryan, what is all this?" "Your things," I said. "Figured you'd want them." She opened her phone, saw the network name, and her face changed. "Are you serious?" "Dead serious," I said. "Password?" She swallowed. "By Madison," she whispered, and remembered her rule. "If this is about what I said, it is exactly about that," I said. "You said I don't get a say because we're not married. That also means you don't get to commandeer my home, my money, and my time, and bring your flock to treat my living room like their co-op." She called me petty and controlling. I kept to boundaries. "We're not married, Madison. This is my house. These are my rules." She stormed out to Amber's, promising an adult conversation when I was rational. 3 days later, she returned with Amber and Kylie for a mini tribunal on relationship equity. I let them finish, then asked one question. "Do you believe I deserve a say in what happens in the apartment I own and pay for?" Madison hesitated. "It's more complicated." "No," I said, "it isn't." Amber launched into a speech about toxic masculinity. I looked only at Madison. "Is setting boundaries in my own home toxic?" More hesitation. "You're being extreme," she said. That was all I needed. "You've lived here 8 months like you own it, while telling me I don't get opinions because we're not married. When I finally enforce basic respect, you bring a panel." I pointed to the boxes. "Take them." They did. The next day, Mr. Callahan asked a favor. A neighbor's Great Dane needed a foster while his owner deployed. Bruno lumbered in, circled once, and flopped into the spot that once held a mountain of throw pillows. Good dog. The first morning after, my apartment felt like mine again. I lifted in my reclaimed gym, made breakfast without dodging other people's plans, and watched SportsCenter at the volume I wanted. The Sparrows didn't swarm. The sticky notes were gone. The silence wasn't empty. It was peaceful. Bruno's on the couch. The Wi-Fi name stays.